concerned about the way we're approaching large campaigns and their failure to disclose things here. I realize the parties have stipulated that there's no evidence of intentionality on the part of the thing here. There's practically a presumption of intentionality here when you have a campaign of this size and sophistication and they don't file timely. I realize you probably don't have any smoking gun like, an email from somebody gloating, ha ha ha, we're getting away with this, so you can't, show that. But this just becomes a cost of doing business for large campaigns to do this. And I think staff should be thinking of ways to divide divide them up to have multiple violations here. I mean, there was certainly both a contribution and an expenditure that were late, and I think there were probably multiple expenditures, and probably each of the major expenditures should have been charged as a separate count so that we could generate a larger penalty here. I think instructive, although it's not in our law, but as Mr. Edwards has pointed out, in Oregon law, they have a presumptive penalty of 0.5% for each day that a failure to disclose is late. And, if you apply that here, we'd be talking, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars here. That, obviously that's not part of our law. We can't directly do that, but we need to make it clear to folks that you can't just play fast and loose with the rules here. I may very well vote to approve this agreement, because given the way we've approached this in the past, that this is probably appropriate, and given that it's been charged just as 3 violations. But when you have something of this magnitude, the staff should be looking at charging multiple violations for this sort of thing. I don't know if you have any further thoughts about that.